Hello, and welcome to Beering in Mind Beer Reviews. From today, we're going to take a look at a series of 6 beers from a Scottish brewery, and that is Belhaven. And these beers are widely available in Japan, the 6 major ones, and there are the 6 kind of regular line of Belhaven's beers. Belhaven has its origins dating back to 1719, and hence on the beers I got, they are celebrating 300 years of what they call beautiful beers, and they have that was their centennial year, and they were planning all kinds of events. And Belhaven is located in Dunbar, which is I guess close to the border of England, and it has been family controlled for all this time. In 1972, apparently they lost control of the brewery. Their beer called Belhaven Best is their flagship, and apparently it's a 3.2% beer, and apparently it's one of the best sellers in Scotland. And the 1990s, there were a lot of consolidation and what they call rationalization going on. And at that point, there were only 6 independent breweries left in the country. In 2005, Belhaven was actually bought out by Green King, and but they really basically kept Belhaven alive, where many other breweries closed, and they kind of left them alone. I think, whereas many conglomerates tend to buy a brewery and the accountants start messing around with the recipes and the brew house. Apparently Belhaven was allowed to continue doing what they do very successfully. In 2011 they built a new brew house. And actually craft beer has quite exploded in Scotland now. As of now there may be around 200 craft breweries in the country. But Belhaven has been around probably longer than all. In any case, all right, we are now going to look at the 4th beer in our series of 6 from Belhaven Brewery in Scotland, and that's this one here. It's called Belhaven Speyside Oak Aged Blonde Ale, and they call it a blonde ale. RateBeer calls it strong ale English style, and we'll see. The Speyside is, of course, a reference to whiskey, and oak aged, of course, barrel. So whiskey barreled, and apparently a blonde ale put into whiskey barrels, and the alcohol is raised up to 6.5%. So, and it also has 23 IBU, International Bittering Units. On RateBeer, it has 325 ratings, an average score of 3.29, and percentile ratings of 47 for all beers on RateBeer, and 49 for its style, which is, if you believe Belhaven, and I probably do, blonde ale. RateBeer calls it a strong ale, English style. This has, the hops in it are Challenger and Goldings, which are 2 of the most common hops, especially Challenger, which Belhaven uses in their regular line of beers. Let's give this a go. Okay, it is a very pretty dark blonde color, finger and a half maybe of white foam, not quite creamy, not quite pocky, kind of in between, not much lace. Take a look at it through here, see what she looks like. And aroma for this, some caramel, some kind of fruitiness, but perhaps dried fruit maybe. So imagine opening a package of dried, maybe dried peaches or pears, something like that. Raisins, slight. There is some barrel, but not a lot. Okay, with a swirl it comes up a little bit more, of course. Yeah, there is some barrel in here for sure. I'm not sure how long this was aged in the whiskey barrel. Not terribly long, I think, but okay. Flavor? Very sweet initial, pale malt, something sugary. The barrel does come out right away. It's present clearly. This does have a whiskey presence, but not too much. It's kind of mild. Maybe a little butter. And another element that I really get in here is vanilla. And I'm sure that's a component of the barrel as well. Does flatten out in finish, ends lightly sweet, medium body. And actually, you know, this does seem a little bit higher in alcohol than it actually is. 6.5%, but the barrel and the whiskey kind of give an illusion of higher alcohol than it actually does contain. Interesting beer. I am not often a fan of barrel-aged lighter beers. Barrel-aged barley wine, yes. A barrel-aged stout, of course. Many other types of high alcohol or high gravity beers, heavy-bodied beers, yes. But lighter beers, often the barrel tends to overwhelm, and that's not a pleasant experience. But this is not bad. The barrel is clearly there, and it kind of works very well, I think.